Hey guys, welcome to this is the second lesson, 8-2, and today we're multiplying whole numbers by fractions. Okay, yesterday we were doing a fraction times a whole number times a fraction, and today we're just kind of flipping that, and we're doing a fraction times a whole number. Because this multiplication doesn't matter, any order doesn't matter. We still end up getting the same product, and so either way it doesn't matter. But what we're doing is we're kind of taking a look at this in a different way. When you see something like this, like 2/3 times 6, what I want you to think about is we can replace that multiplication symbol. We can replace that with of. And ultimately what we're doing is we want 2/3 of 6, okay? And those are going to be interchangeable. Those are going to be the same. I'll probably use those the same way today, so be prepared for that. Number 3, here we go. 2/3 times 6, and we want to use the model to find each product. Cool. So down here we have 6 dots, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dots. And what we can do is we can go ahead and just think about that. Anytime you would have a problem like down here times 15, you could make 15 dots and then do that and divide it out. And we probably will. So anyways, 2/3, and we have 6 dots. The denominator here, this 3, is telling us that we want to split this up into 3 different groups. Okay, we want to split our 6 up into thirds. So I need to make 3 groups. Looking at this, I can see they're already kind of bunched this way, but I could put 2 in each group. I can make 3 groups like that. There's group 1, group 2, and group 3. If you wanted to, you could put a little neat box around them like this and say those are 3 different groups, and that would be fine. If you were dealing with your own dots, you could really say, well, there's 6 of them. You could just put them in 3 groups. I could make my 3 groups first, would be another way to think about this. Group 1, group 2, and group 3. And I could take my dots, and I could put them here. I could say, okay, there's 1, 1, 3, and then 1, 1, and 1. So that would be 6 total that I put into the groups like that. So there's several different ways of thinking about this. Anyways, what I would probably do is just do this, and I have 1, 2, and I have 3 groups. That's the denominator. The numerator up here is telling me how many groups we're going to be doing. So we want 2 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and put a box around 2 of them like this. Zoop. And I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are in there? That would be 4. And so 2/3 of 6, or 2/3 times 6, is 4. I can do the math on this as well. If I do that, sorry about that, I would get 2 times 6 over 3. And 2 times 6 is 12. It would be 12/3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. I can count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. I could put this into standard algorithm for division and divide 12 by 3, and I would get 4. And I could also do a number bond here, and I would get 3/3. I would get that 4 different times. Okay, so several different ways of thinking about this improper fraction, but either way, the improper fraction does equal 4. Let's move on to this next one then. Here we have 3/8 times 4. 3/8 times 4, or 3/8 of 4. What I'm doing is I have these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to split them up into 8 groups. Okay, cool. So these 4, obviously you see they've cut them in half. But if I had the 4 and I didn't know that, I would know that I need to have 8 total, and I could think about that in terms of how many 4s go into 8, and it would be 2. So you'll see that they've split these in half for us already. So we already have that. And we have 8s now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8s. We need 3 of those 8s. So we're going to take this one here, and we'll take this one here, and we'll take this one here. We're going to take those 3. Cool. And zoop, and zoop. And how much is that? It's 1. I have 1 full here, and I have a half of 1 here. So our answer would be 1 and 1/2, just by looking at the model. If we take this over here, though, and we do 3 times 4 over 8, because we're only multiplying the top number, our numerator, with the whole number. I'm saying I want, and if we remember this, what we're saying is I want 4 3/8. So I want, if I wanted to do repeated addition on this, I could do 3/8 plus 3/8 plus 3/8, okay? And that would be fine, and I would get 3/6, I would get 9/8. I could also do where I'm saying basically here, instead of 3/8, I'm saying I need 4 times 3 copies of 1/8, and so that's where I can do this, and I can get my answer. So 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 12/8. Break this out into a number bond. That would be 8/8, and that would be 4/8. 8/8 can be rewritten as 1. 4/8 I know is 1/2. So I have 1 and 1/2, which is the same thing as I had here. I have this half, I have this half. That to combine makes 1, and this half here is just a half. Cool. Let's do one more real fast if we can, if we have time. I'll do number 5. 2/3 of 15. Okay, I could draw models to help if I need to, but 2 times 15 over 3 is the math. Is exactly the simplest and most efficient way to do this. 2 15s is 30. 30 thirds. If I do 30 divided by 3, because remember, that's what a fraction is. Ultimately, our division symbol is like this, right? It's a numerator over a denominator. 30 divided by 3. 3 goes into 3 one time as 3 with a 0, and 3 goes into 0 0 times, and I have a quotient of 10. So my answer here would be 10. If I did have do my dots, and I did 15 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got somebody knocking on the door, so I'm going to wait a second for them. And I put those into 3 groups. There's 3 groups. I can see it right here, right? 1, 2, 3 groups. And if I took 2 of those groups only, that would be this one here and this one here, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I would get my same answer, okay? All right, so hope that helps. Lots to think about here. Practice, and we'll keep going. Good luck.